Hi guys. Today we are going to put together a Tim Holtz Colorize bloom because I'm a slacker. I was looking through my notes from last year and realized I was going to make a video putting this guy together, and I never got around to it. So why don't we do that now? And then I'm going to use it on a card in another video. So hopefully this one will be really short, and then the next one we'll be using it in a card. Here's one I already did and put together. Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to do the exact same thing on this one. I'm going to use the craft and the gold for the little centers, which are these two pieces. And I actually forgot to put the second part of the center on this one, but it's fine. The base is going to be this lavender because I already have a background I want to use it on. So it'll be this. This will be on here. And this little baby will be on here. And then for all the little pieces, I inked a piece of white paper and use it for all these little pieces. So I'm gonna do the same thing here. And what we're using is Dusty Concord Distress ink, regular old Distress, not oxide. And I'm just gonna ink this up. And I'm not too concerned about how it looks because it's gonna get cut up. And this is just gonna give it a little extra texture, along with obviously the purple color. So we're just gonna basically throw some ink down on this paper without worrying about it too much. Because once it's all cut up, you're not gonna see any of these little circly shapes, so it don't matter. Now, if you wanted to, you could take this and, you know, do the water and then dry it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna leave it just the way it is. I'll wipe the ink off my finger. Now, to make these little bitty pieces easier to deal with, I like to adhesive it before I get started. You have plenty of options, right? You could run your piece of paper through a Xyron. Every company's got their sticky sheets. I happen to have on hand Sizzix sticky sheets, so that's what I'm using. And I will say, these are getting sticky. You know, when the first time I bought them, I was like, it says permanent, but it doesn't feel permanent, you know? So I was a little irritated. But what it is it just gives you a little time. You have wiggle room before it's completely permanently stuck. So that's kind of great. Okay, so we're just going to do the very center of this. And yes, I am frugal with my sticky sheets. Because, you know, I ain't the cheapest thing in the world. Okay. Get this paper out of the way. Now, you don't have to use a sticky sheet, but I do think it makes life easy. If I didn't have any sticky sheets, like say I ran out or whatever, I would, after the pieces were cut out, I would run them through a Xyron. I'm a Xyron living girl. But since I have sticky sheets, I am using them. And like I said, every company makes their own sticky sheets. Altenew has them. Viva Las Vegas Stamps has them. Generic ones on Amazon, whatever. Use whatever floats your boat. All right, sorry, I got to get this up in my face so I can see it. On there. Of course, I'd never get anything straight, so I got to trim that off so it doesn't leave sticky everywhere. That I don't want, right? Okay. Okay, now let's get our cutting plates out. Okay, now something else I want to talk about is sticky grid. Sticky grid, right? I have a specific cutting plate that has sticky grid on it, and it's a purple sparkly one, so I remember that that's what's on there. So you just put your sticky grid on there, and then when you're done using it, recover it, right, with the sheet, the liner sheet, so that you can keep reusing it. So it's on there. Just pull the liner sheet off. And then I'm gonna trim it a little bit. You don't cut into your sticky grid. Your sticky grid holds things in place. So cutting side up. And bonus, if your paper is a little bigger than your die, it will hold your paper in place. And then all these little ones are gonna go on this one sheet of inked up paper. Okay, so we're gonna do this. And then we're just gonna put this right over it. Is that gonna do it? There we go. That seems right. And then since your cut side is facing up, you want your cut up mat plate on top, right? I always try to keep one cut up and one not. And the sticky grid one doesn't count as a knot. I did cut into this one on accident a couple times, but only a couple times, so it's still good. So yeah, one nice one and one hacked up one. Okay, I'm gonna roll this through off camera. And I'm gonna go back, you know, roll it through and then back towards me, because that makes life easier. And then, oh, here's my flower. So here's your base flower, and it has, I don't know if you can see them, but it has embossed lines on it so that it helps you put the little pieces where they go, which I think was incredibly clever of Sizzix. I forgot to put the little centers on because I'm smart like that. Okay, so one piece, I have to put these on. And then that's, see, they all popped right out of there. Okay, so that's that one, which is number 3. So that's 1. So this one's 2. Where's my poker at? Which side of it? Here we go. Come on. Got super stuck. I'd have to lift up my sticky grid. There we go. I don't know why I got super stuck, but it did. Okay, so that's 3. So this is 2. There we go. Oh, come on, dude. I don't know why my rose is a dude, but I always call it a dude. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then these little ones here. Yeah. These little ones are so little. OMG. Okay, so that's you right there. And then we'll pull this up. Now, if you go to Sizzix website, they have little computer animated videos of how to lay these together. There's no speaking, there's no people. It's just complete computer animation. And they're helpful. I had to watch them a couple of times. And once you've done these a few times, it gets easier. It's not as fussy as it looks, but I haven't done one in months, so it's taken my brain a minute to catch up. Okay, so let's put these on that I forgot. Our 2 center pieces. Because I'm smart like that. These pieces are big enough, I didn't worry about putting adhesive on them. I'll just use my Bear Glue. And so there's this piece. These are the 2 centers. I know. I think Lucky might actually be gonna take a nap. Oh, I don't think I've told you guys about Lucky. So Lucky is my son's 11-month-old golden doodle. And when we went up to see him and his girlfriend and our newborn granddaughter, we brought Lucky home with us because they're moving at the end of the month from Ohio to Tennessee. And so we're going to keep Lucky for a while. So here we go. Put your release paper back on to keep that, you know, in good shape. And voila. Okay, so here we go. Remember, this is what's going to happen, except it's going to have one more piece because I forgot it. And this is what we're doing. So here's your first piece. On the back of these dies, they're all labeled. I don't think the first couple Colorize were like this, but Sizzix figured that out really quickly. It helps. It says flower pink 1. So that means obviously it's your first layer, right? Because it's number 1. And they give you color suggestions, but you can make your flowers whatever you want. So this is your base, and it has embossed lines, like I said before, to help you place things. And you also have, you know, the picture on the packaging. I will say Sizzix does great packaging. So you can have this in front of you, which I used to do a lot, so you can see, you know, where things go. So let's get started, shall we? So this is what Sizzix would say to be pink, but ours is purple. Flower pink 2. So we're going to peel our liner off. Come on. That's hard when you cut all your fingernails off. But they were pretty ragged looking from having gel manicures and stuff, and I thought it was time to give them a little breather. So what I used to do is I would have my product packaging, right? And I would actually make sure my flower is facing the same direction so that I could line things up easier. So let's pick this up. And I highly suggest some tweezers because it helps. It gives you a little more leverage, right? Especially if you're like me and your eyes are terrible and you gotta have stuff close to your stinking face. Okay, so that goes right there in the middle. And you just push it into place so it's in the lines, all right? And voila. And then we have this little piece, right? Yeah. Didn't we have a little piece? What did I do with the little piece? Oh, I lost it. Well, if it shows up again, we'll put it up there, but. Okay, so piece number, I guess it would be piece number 3, right? Is gonna go on top of that. No, Lucky had a groan. Both boys are in here laying here. And it's gonna go right about here. Okay, see, right there. And you're going to just press it down. See, got a little more dimension already. And then this little sliver, peel the liner off. It's going to go where do you go? Right here. Right on top of that. Okay. Nice. Nice. Okay, so now we have these two. Let's pull the liner off. Come on, fingernails. Ugh. And this one. Go right here, right? You gotta get it in position. There we go. Oh, look, and look how that worked out. That was a darker spot on the paper that we cut it from. That worked out nicely. And we have the little sliver. And this little sliver, let's see, goes right here. Just a little accent up there. And then we have these two little slivers. Peel off the liner. And then, like I said, if you want to, you can look at your packaging for help. Sorry for my head. Put that one there. And then the one I lost, that's the thing about tiny pieces, man. I'm going to cut out again. It's going to bother me knowing it's not there. Okay, so I have that little piece that I lost cut. And let's get the liner off. And then this little piece goes, oh no, I didn't lose it. I did put it on. OMG. Well, guess what? We're getting a double layer right here. And we'll put our centers in. This one first. Maybe a little glue. It just goes right in there. And then a little glue. Sorry for my head, I know it's in the way. Okay. That one right there. What did I do wrong? Okay. Okay, we have 2 flowers. Voila! I'm gonna make a card with these. Well, one anyway in the next video, and the other one will probably just go in my stash. I hope this helped you a little bit. I know it's kind of all over the place, but hey, you know, what are you gonna do? I haven't done a video in a month and a half. I'm a little out of practice. Hey, remember, be excellent to each other and go make something. See you in the next one.